Chapter 9. The Visitor Who Changed Everything. After my 23rd birthday, Herbert and I had moved out of Barnard's Inn and were now living in the Temple in Garden Court by the river. I had a taste for reading and read regularly, but I had not seen Mr. Pocket for a long time. Herbert's business was going well, and he was away on a trip to Marseilles, so I was alone. One night I was reading with my watch beside me, planning to stop at 11 o'clock. Right as I closed the book, I heard footsteps on the stairs. I listened again. The steps were slow and unsteady. I picked up my lamp and stepped out into the hallway. "Is someone down there?" I called out. "Yes," came a voice from the darkness below. "What floor do you want?" "The top, Mr. Pip." "That's me. What's the matter?" "Nothing's the matter," returned the voice. The man came up. I stood with the lamp and watched him slowly climb into its light. I was seeing a face that was strange to me, but it seemed touched and pleased to see me. He was heavily but roughly dressed, like a voyager by sea. He seemed a strong-legged, muscular man, browned and hardened by exposure to weather. He had long, iron-grey hair and seemed about 60 years of age. When he reached the top, he held out both hands towards me. "Pray, what is your business?" I asked him. "My business?" he repeated, pausing. "Ah, yes, I will explain my business if you let me in." "Do you wish to come in?" "Yes," he said, "I do, master." He looked about with a wondering pleasure, as if he had some part in the things he admired, but I saw nothing in the least that explained him. "What do you mean?" said I, half suspecting him to be mad. "Give me a moment, just half a minute," he said. He sat down on a chair by the fire. I looked at him attentively and recoiled a little from him. I did not know him. "Is there anyone nearby?" he asked. Why would a stranger, coming into my rooms at this time of the night, ask that question? I said sharply. "You're a brave one." Shaking his head with affection, he looked at me and said, "I am glad you have grown up brave." Suddenly I knew him, though I couldn't remember his exact features. But I knew who he was. It was as if time and weather had swept us back to the marshes. I didn't need him to show a file or anything. He came closer and held out his hands. Unsure what to do, I gave him mine. He grabbed them, kissed them, and held them tightly. "You acted nobly, boy," he said. "I never forgot it. If you're grateful for what I did as a child, I hope you've changed your ways. But I can't keep contact with you now. We're from different worlds. You are wet and tired. Would you like something to drink before you leave?" "Yes," he replied, "I think I would." I made him a drink and handed it to him. To my surprise, his eyes filled with tears. Softened by his emotion, I asked, "How have you been living?" "I've been a sheep farmer and breeder in the New World," he said, "and I've done really well." "I'm glad to hear that." "I hoped to hear you say so, my dear boy." "May I be bold enough to ask how you have done well since you and me were out shivering on the marshes?" he asked. I told him I had been chosen to succeed to some property. "What property?" said he. I faltered. "I don't know." "May I guess? Your income since coming of age is £500? My heart beat like a heavy hammer. I rose out of my chair and looked wildly at him. "Your guardian, a lawyer whose name begins with J, perhaps?" Then everything came clear. The disappointments, the anger, the shame, they all fell on me at once, so that I had to struggle for every breath I drew. I asked him how he had found me. "That person's name is Wemmick," he said. I felt I was suffocating. He caught me, sat me down, and knelt beside me. His face now all too familiar. I shuddered. "Yes, Pip, my dear boy," he said. "I made you a gentleman. It was me. I swore every penny I earned would go to you. I worked hard so you wouldn't have to. I lived rough so you could live soft. The convict you helped that night, he's the one who gave you everything." I shrank in abhorrence, as if he were a beast. Look here, Pip. I am your second father. You are my son, and much more than that. Look at these lodgings of fit yours for a lord. Look at your watch, a gold ring, and all the beautiful linen. Look at your clothes and books. That's all from me, he said, holding my hands again and kissing them. My blood went cold. You didn't expect this, I know, he said, but did you ever think it might be me? Oh, no, never, I said. But it was me, and Mr. Jaggers helped. Was there no one else? I asked. No, said he. Who else should there be? And dear boy, look how good-looking you have grown. Aren't there bright eyes somewhere with love thoughts on? Oh, Estella, Estella. And the money I gained I sent to Mr. Jaggers, all for when he first came to see you according to my letter. Oh, how I wished he had never come. That he had left me at the forge, less grand, but so much happier. I've come to see you now, he said. Where will you put me? I was stunned. To sleep? Asked I. Yes, for a long, deep sleep, he said, for I have been sea-tossed and sea-washed for months. My companion isn't here, I said. You can sleep in his room. You won't be back tomorrow? No, said I, not tomorrow. Good, because, dear boy, he whispered, caution is necessary. It's death. What's death? I was sentenced to life. It's death to come back. I would certainly be hanged if caught. The wretched man who had secretly supported me all these years had risked his life to see me, and now I was responsible for him. My first care was to close the shutters so that no light might be seen from without, and then to close and make fast the doors. While I did so, he stood drinking rum and eating biscuit. Seeing him thus reminded me of my convict of the marshes at his meals again. It seemed as if he would stoop down presently and file at his leg. When he had gone to bed, I sat for an hour or more, too stunned to think. Slowly I realized that the ship in which I had been sailing had been wrecked. Miss Havisham had never intended to help me. Estella had never been meant for me. I had been a toy in their cold, heartless plans. But the sharpest and deepest pain of all was knowing that for this man, a convict who could be hanged, I had abandoned Joe, and now I could never undo what I had done. When he was asleep, I quietly locked him in and sat down by the fire, gradually slipping down and lying on the floor in my wretchedness.